Hi, Jamie Allen Bishop here with Soul Heart Collaboration, talking with our speakers for the upcoming Infinite Possibilities Retreat. It's our very first hybrid retreat. It's happening in Scottsdale, Arizona. I believe there's a hub location in Scotland, UK. So excited. And then online, we have a wonderful online audience. So thank you for that. If you have not already signed up, you'll want to be there. It's October 4th, 5th, and 6th, 2024. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the first weekend in October. So I'm actually going to be the interviewee today. So excited. And my husband, Gene Bishop, is going to interview me. So bear with us. It's his first time interviewing me, I believe. And so yeah, take it away, hon.
It is my first time officially interviewing you. I've interviewed you on many occasions, unofficially.
Probably.
Okay, so tell us about yourself.
All right. I'm Jamie Allen Bishop. I am a mindset coach here in Hollywood. I work with some people in the film industry on confidence and resilience. I know that they need a lot of help with the resilience when things aren't quite going as well as they would like to. Plus, they struggle with life balance issues. So I work with them on gaining the tools that are necessary and healing some of those unconscious and subconscious wounds. And yeah, so it's fairly new for me. So I'm just grateful to be helping. Just grateful to be helping. Yeah.
Very good. I'm sure you help many people. I know you do. You have helped me. So what made you start this retreat? Where did that idea come from?
Great question. So these retreats, so it's Soul Heart Collaboration, was co-founded actually with a good friend of ours, Sherry Fromm. She is a beautiful, wonderful soul who has helped me so much in my own personal growth. And she wanted to do this amazing thing with the retreats and pull together speakers. And when we started it, of course, the 2020 issues happened. And so it kind of like, just as we were getting going, it shut us down. But I continued to take the ball and run with it. And so, from my perspective, the idea is to bridge that gap between personal and professional development, which to me lies in the spirituality of connecting the two, so that it's not quite as compartmentalized as it has been in the past. It sort of helps everybody feel like who they truly are at their core right from the beginning. Yeah.
So that's how it started. Why do you continue to produce the retreats? What?
Yeah. Okay. It's kind of a tough question because it's a labor of love. It's not a moneymaker for us yet. We certainly hope that it becomes a moneymaker at some point in time. But the idea behind it is to get people that I interact with personally. So you kind of have, if you ever want to be a speaker at these retreats, you have to get to know me personally, because I want to know that you're coming from a place of your heart center. I want to know that you're not just out there to sell people whatever it is that you do. I love all of my speakers with so much. I just love them. They have a tendency to be very heart-centered people, but they also have a tendency to be very service-oriented people who have a beautiful message to share, want to make the world a better place, may or may not be practicing it in their own lives, but they're trying, they're making progress, they're healing themselves first so that they can show up as their best possible self. And when they're doing that, I want to support that. I want to encourage that. I find that to be incredibly beautiful. When you're working on yourself, you're growing internally, you can fill your own love cup up and allow it to spill over into the world and into society. And all the speakers are people who do that, and who are people that I admire and trust with that mission. So I keep showing up, I keep doing it, I keep, trying to get this momentum going in it. And so, yeah, I need your help as the audience. I need you to be there, support these folks. They're incredible folks.
Where do you see this retreat in 5 years?
Great question. So the vision for it came to me about 2 years ago. We've been doing this retreat since 2021. We've done 6 of them so far. This is the 7th retreat. The first couple of years we did 2 a year, and then it just got overwhelming because I was doing the coaching business as well. So I reduced it to just 1 time a year, which has served a very good purpose. We've continued to grow, we've continued to thrive. It's a good thing that's happening here, even though it's not quite fluid yet. That's okay. That's okay. We're getting there. But the thing that I see in 5 years, or the vision that came to me 2 years ago, was seeing these little pods of people all over the globe watching the same information at the same time, learning and growing together as like a collective unit. And it gives me goosebumps to even say that, because it's just this beautiful idea. I feel, and this is my personal belief, we are all connected. We are all connected in some way, shape, or form, whether it's DNA, you believe the Bible story, whatever, whether it's that we have this belief system that helps us show up on the planet, whether we're doing, quote unquote good or quote unquote bad, like we're all connected to that. So when we're harming ourselves, we're harming others. When we're increasing the healthy and so-called good vibration within ourselves, we're also doing that out in the world. And so to me, the idea of bringing little pods of people together, and by little pods, I imagine that maybe the first time that it happens where it's a global initiative, it'll be anywhere from 25 to 50 people in each pod, but there will be a lot of pods. And as the retreat grows, those pods will increase, and it will just increase the connection. It will increase our love and respect for each other. It will increase the global health of the individuals on this planet, and it will increase that I just, you know, Jean kind of makes fun of me a little bit because I'm all about the love. I really want everybody to love each other. But I don't want that to come at the sacrifice of anything. And so this retreat helps me do that. It helps me fulfill that mission in my life.
Excellent. Excellent. And this year, what are you speaking about at the retreat?
So this year I'm talking about purpose. From my perspective, if we're not doing what we're meant to be doing in life, if we're not serving ourselves and our community in the best way possible, in the highest vibration, in the highest experience, in the happiest moments in our lives, then we're doing something wrong, essentially. If we're not feeling joy, if we're not feeling love, if we're not feeling excitement about getting up and doing what it is that we do, why are we here? So serving the purpose of finding out, what the heck are you here to do? What the heck, how can you best serve society? How can you bring more joy into your life so that it overflows and spills into the community around you? So finding your purpose is a very key element to that. So I'm gonna share my take on what that looks like. So join
That
me.
is very important.
Yeah.
Okay, let's switch it up a little bit.
Okay.
We'll talk about you personally.
Oh, okay.
Um, bucket list items. Where would you travel? What's your number one bucket list travel destination?
Okay. If you all have never met me before, you don't know this, but if you have met me before, I certainly hope you already know this. I have a huge draw and desire to go to Scotland, England. It's part of the reason why I met one of our speakers and somebody who I hold in very high esteem, Claire Bennett. Just because I wanted to know a little bit more about my roots, about my family history, and I have this very huge draw to Scotland. So Scotland is a big piece of the puzzle for me. So yeah, bucket list item, Scotland for sure. Scotland, England. Yeah, sorry. Anyway, yeah. So that's that.
Excellent. Excellent.
There are other places on that bucket list as well, but that's the first one. Like I feel
What,
like I need to get there.
what's number two?
Number two is Greece. All my art history background, I have a minor in art history from Arizona State University, and the Greco-Roman sculptures and artwork and just the whole movement of art in Greco. I've been to Rome, so I was able to see a lot of it firsthand in Rome, but now it's time to visit Greece. So yeah, so Greece is next on the list after Rome or after Scotland.
Got it. Got it. I have been to Greece, and they do have lots of statues of naked men. Um, if you were a color,
Yes.
what color would you be?
So it changes. It changes with how I'm showing up in the world. But the color that I strive to be most is purple or indigo. Like those rich colors that have a tendency to be to me in the highest vibration. Like when I imagine our chakras, when I imagine the colors of the rainbow, it's the like violet that's almost white. It seems so pure to me. I love those colors. So they've never looked good on my skin. So it's been really hard for me growing up because my mom never put me in those clothes, and she always put me in the clothes that fit my skin better, which were the reds and the pinks and the, sometimes some oranges, and definitely blue because of the eyes. Like she wants the eyes to pop out. So she dressed me a lot as I was growing up. But all the colors that I really loved were the violets and the whites and I don't know, they called me.
Interesting. I did know that. Lastly,
Okay.
what is something your viewers who are watching this can take away? What's your one piece of advice that you can offer the people who are watching this interview?
Okay. Great question. There's so many things. I don't know who first said it. I think it was William S. Burroughs, but I could be wrong. Who said, if you're not growing, you're dying. I'm paraphrasing, something along those lines. And when I first heard that statement, it was such a powerful and impactful statement to me because I've always been this seeker. I've always been this person like, I have such a voracious appetite for learning and specifically learning philosophy and philosophical concepts, because they're so interesting and they're so universal and they're so uniform, actually, across all cultures, all religions, all experiences. They have a tendency to be very similar. The lessons, the morals, the stories that drive us to achieve, to be a better version of ourselves, to hold ourselves accountable first before we start pointing the finger at others, et cetera, et cetera. So the first piece of advice would be, are you growing? And if you're not growing, why? Why? Ask yourself why you're not interested in growing, or why, I hear older folks sometimes say that I'm done with that. I don't need that anymore. And so I like, to me, in the back of my head, it's almost like I've given up. I'm ready to, start withering away. And that breaks my heart, because I know that they have so much wisdom to share and so many opportunities to pass on what they know and what they've learned in this life. So to hear somebody say that they don't want to continue to grow, just like, oh, so anyway. Keep growing, y'all. Keep growing. Keep reading books. Keep challenging your thoughts. Keep challenging other people's thoughts. Keep challenging yourself and behaviors, and just keep striving to be the best version of you can be, however that shows up in your life. Is that would be my takeaway from this. Yeah.
That's pretty powerful. I agree.
Yeah.
Um, you
If
have any parting shots?
Yeah. Great. So I typically end these interviews with, definitely you want to be at the retreat. It is the theme for this year's retreat is Infinite Possibilities. It's October 4th, 5th, and 6th, 2024. We have hybrid locations in Scotland as well as in Scottsdale, Arizona. But the mass majority of the invitees or the attendees will be online, hybrid style online. We'll be meeting through Zoom, and it's going to be a very powerful experience. So if you don't already have your seat, you can reach out to me directly or go to soulheartcollaboration.com to learn more about these retreats, what the heck they're about, who has spoken in the past, who's speaking this year, and please, please come. This is a perfect opportunity to grow. And that's not why I answered that question that way, but it truly is a perfect opportunity to allow yourself to be supported in personal and professional growth and development. So be there, be square. And thank you for watching the interview, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks, hun.
You're welcome.